I'm grounded. I'm grounded. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Everybody wake up. Good morning, good morning. Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up? What y'all doing? What's going on? The rain done got you, didn't it? The rain done got you. I'll be over there looking for some. I'll be looking for some tomatoes. I could do some tomatoes. I could do some tomatoes. Word. The rain came in. Rain came in and did its thing. That's all right. It's okay. Damn, something eating my tomatoes badly too. Oh yeah, they eating them, man. I have to raise them up. Somebody eating my tomatoes, boy. Might have a rabbit around here, or is it a mice? Yeah, I gotta get something for the tomatoes. Yeah, they gotta stand up. Everything going rotten. Yeah, they gonna have to stand up. I'm gonna have to tie them up. Tomatoes going to hell. I'm gonna have to pull all my watermelons because it's starting to get a little cold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. But I'm searching for tomatoes though. Need tomatoes. I remember throwing some seeds back here. I wonder if they took. Yo, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Yeah, the rain got you. The rain got everybody. Rain 3 days, mud all over the place. Everybody eating though. And these right here, these two boys wanna fight. That's why I separate them with the cage. They always wanna fight each other. You know, there's girls around, so they gotta show dominance. I got 10 of them. And we got some eggs this morning. Let's come back here. Yeah. And you know I'm always grounded. My foot's on the ground. You know that. It's a tight squeeze back here. I don't usually come back here. All right, now I'm back here. I see one right there. See that one? If there's one, there's more. Let's see. You nice and pretty too. Get over here. Nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. Okay. Nice and pretty. Oh yeah, it's more, but they green. They green. They green. I ain't got no tomatoes. I can't make no dish. I wanted to make a dish with tomatoes. I'm gonna have to go for something else. They have watermelons. Yeah. I might have to have a watermelon. This a big one right there. Oh, you the one I should eat? I don't think you're the one. I don't think you're the one. I don't think you're the one. I remember it was a big one somewhere around here. I don't think you're the one I should eat, yo. How about you? Yo, you the one I should eat today? No, she's not the one. She's not the one I should eat. She's not the one. No, I don't like you. I don't like you like that. You acting deficient. Yeah, that's why you look like that. I knew you were deficient. They done bust you open. And now you go to the chickens. You go to the chickens. The chickens love you. And you got worms on top of you. They gonna love you. Hey yo, I got watermelon. I got watermelons. You're not excited? Oh, you don't know what it is. Let me bust it open for you. Pause. Pause. Put that right here, man. Put that right here while I do my thing. I gotta go over there and mess with them chickens. Let me do my business. As a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll turn it around. That way I can see the screen. See? But if you go in, see, all the outer layer is no good. But if you go in here, ain't nothing but some watermelon. Ain't no good though. I got that fermentation taste. I was about to turn the wine. Right here. I'm gonna start going off. They don't know what it is yet though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like going in there. Yeah. There you go. They know what it is now. They know what it is now. But you know, you got the seeds in there. I always take some of the seeds and put them to the side. That way when I plant them next year, they'll be stronger. But I'll plant them somewhere else. I always plant the same thing on the same soil. Hey yo, I got watermelon right there. That watermelon busted, I wonder, when it was real hot. That's probably what happened. Here, man, here for you. I don't feel like going in there. It's muddy in there, yo. It's muddy. I feel like going in that place. I had to walk in there earlier. Every year the seeds get stronger. So when you plant your seeds, you got to make sure. The chickens like watermelons too. Watermelon juice. Put on my hands. These are organic fruits that I grew myself. You alright, boy? You want me to feed you? Yeah. Man, you hit my hand, bro. rained for 3 days already. It's good watermelon, man. Look at the juice. Look at that. Look at that. The chicken eating good. Organic watermelon. Some people can't afford organic watermelon at the store. But I got so many of them. Let me throw this last thing. I'm going to show you how many I got. Yeah. I'll leave the rest. This is the rest of the watermelons for later. For the chickens. I got one lonely tomato. Oh boy. I wouldn't trade this life for nothing. That's what I asked for when I was asking God for what I wanted. I got me some chickens, although it rained and it's muddy in there. I got some chickens. I keep my watermelons. And all around my property, I can walk around and just pick fruits. Pick fruits. And pick fruits. And pick fruits. Vegetables. Squash. Cucumber. More melons. Pick them. That's what I do. That's what I do. Could you imagine if everyone was doing this? If everyone had the gall to grow their own food like I do? You imagine? All in here you could find one hiding. And they grow in the worst conditions. Watermelons will grow in the desert. It's a survival food. They grow everywhere. Everywhere. No matter where you put them at. All types of different species. Watermelons. They growing and they growing. And they growing and they growing. And they growing and they growing. Word, yo. Word. Boy, what you talking about, boy? You can't come out, you know? That's why I gave you the watermelons and everything. You can't come out today, boy. It's gonna rain again. And there's been a dog running around here. I don't want him to get y'all. Although I know you're a fighter, but the dog is big. I need to catch him in the act. I see him on the camera. All right, boy, I'm gone. Watermelons for the chicken. Watermelons for the chickens. The chickens had watermelon this morning. And they had some eggs, too. I gave them some eggs. You got to give them back what they put out. I gave them the eggs with the shells. Whoa, man. This is a new one. This is a new one. Another one. DJ Khaled style. This one don't want to grow. This one right here. Keep it funky. This is a chicken pile right here. And then this is what they gave me this morning. I'm about to wash them off and give them to the neighbors. Neighbors haven't gotten a dozen in about 3 weeks. They ain't gotten a dozen in 3 weeks. I was letting the chickens set and see if I could get some little chicks, but it wasn't working out, man. They were busting the eggs and creating maggots and all that. I had to clean it all up. But the watermelons, they don't need that much help. Put them in the ground and watch them grow. Watch them get this big. That's how big they get. When I went back to the store, I went to Food Line. I told the lady, I said, remember that watermelon I bought? She said, yeah. I said, you know how many watermelon it's producing? She's like, this growing? Yeah. I have a black thumb. Nothing I put in the ground grows. I said, well, I got a green thumb. I got a green thumb. I got a green thumb. All right. This is it. This is how I'm living. I wake up. I feed the chickens. As you can see, the chickens are right there. You see them? You see the chickens? I feed them when I wake up. And then I make a beeline. I make a beeline. And I make a beeline. And then I make a beeline. After I feed the chickens, I come here and I say eeny. I say eeny. I say meeny. You know. I say miney. And I say mo. Whichever one I want to go in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. Whichever one I want goes right in the stomach. Whatever one I want. If I want this one, I can eat this one. If I want that one, I can eat that one. If I want these, I could eat those. You know why? Because I put the work in. When you put the work in, you get to choose. You have choices. If you never put no work in, like putting the seeds in the ground, how would you ever have watermelons all over your place? How could you? How could you have a big rosemary bush like this? If you're sick, you come out back and grab the rosemary bush and go back in the house. If you're hungry, you come back and get watermelons and you go back in the house. If you want, you get eggs and you go back in the house. If you want, you got tomatoes, you go back in the house. If you want, you got onions and you go back in the house. What do you want? What else do you want? You have a camper. You could go in your camper and you could go camping. You have a food truck. What do you want? God gave you everything. Now all you got to do is wake up and be thankful. Wake up and be thankful. Wake up and be thankful. All you got to do is wake up and be thankful. All you got to do is wake up and then look to the sky and say, God, thank you for waking me up another day. I know a lot of people didn't make it today. I know somebody's mother's crying over their bodies, hoping and wishing they could get one more breath so they could do something. Lord, thank you for sparing my life, Jesus. And then you go in your garden. After you do that, you grab this watermelon right here and you eat it. And you go in your cage, you grab your eggs and you wash them off and you eat it. You grab your tomatoes and you eat it. And you live in a peaceful life. And you come right here and you sit down and you meditate for 3 hours. What else do you want? What else do you want? Meditation for elevation. Meditation for the elevation. Meditation is for the elevation. Listen, there's 2 things you have to do in life. You have to exercise the body, then you have to exercise the mind, then you have to exercise the spirit. You see what I'm saying? These are 3 things you got to do. You are responsible to exercise your body. You're responsible to read books and exercise your mind. You're responsible to meditate and exercise your soul. It just is. There's conditions for each part. Just because you do push-ups don't necessarily mean you're going to affect the soul. But if you meditate, baby, this one voice is going to come in clear as day and it's going to tell you, hey, you're going to be like, no, it sounds like me. And it is you talking to you, but it's God taking on your voice because your voice is God's voice. All our voices is God's voice. If you put it all together, then God's voice become one. So that's what happens. Meditation is for the elevation. Rosemary bush, meditation is for the elevation. Onions, meditation is for the elevation. Watermelons, meditation is for the elevation. More watermelons, and then more watermelons, and then more watermelons. You know why I meditate? I meditate every day. When I'm quiet, I meditate. I'm in a meditative state. I'm thinking. My Akashic record is opening up. I know everything. I just have to remember. And I say, I want to remember how to plant food and let it grow. And when I touch it with love. And I talk to it. Like her, I know her. I've known her from before she was inception. Just like God know us. This is my creation. God gave me. God gave me the power. He said, you can create. You can be creative, and this is what I'm doing. He said, you can make more. Out of one seed, look at how many I got. One seed. One seed. One seed. Out of one seed. Two over there. One seed. I don't want to go in here. One seed. I just wake up every day barefooted like this, and I just walk the property, and I watch what one seed can do. One seed is doing all of this. All of this. And next year I get to plant more. One seed right here in the cut. She hiding. But she's still here. One seed from the Dollar Tree. That's what I got. One seed from the Dollar Tree. I got 4 packs of seeds for $125. Lord have mercy. Look at my onions. I just cut the top and I go in the house and I fry them. And then they grow. I cut the top forever. I can keep doing this. Forever. It's so many of them. I don't have time to cut them. And then they shrivel up and become like this. I have so much food, I can't eat it. Today, when I woke up and I came out, the watermelon bursted. The watermelon got rotten because I haven't gotten time to go and eat it. The squash, Jesus. Y'all don't understand what I be trying to tell ya. The watermelon is so big and humongous. And then when I didn't know, it dropped another. It dropped another. It dropped another somewhere here. It dropped another. I said, you ain't gonna drop another? She said, who ain't gonna drop another? I said, you ain't gonna drop nail one? She said, who ain't gonna drop nail one? Who you talking to, boy? I got that seed from Food Lion. I told Food Lion, I'm gonna buy one watermelon from you, then I ain't gonna buy no more. I just take the seeds and I plant them. I went to the Dollar Tree to get these. You know what I'm saying? I went to the Dollar Tree to get those. Well, if I come over here and I walk and I see cucumber. As a matter of fact, I will grab her, you know, and I'll say thank you. I really appreciate you because you grew, and I'll kiss her. And then I'm about to eat her. Yeah, yo. I'm bugging out. When I was in New York, I was never thinking about being a farmer. But now I'm entrenched in it, baby. Look at Cain and Abel. Look at Cain and Abel. Look at them. But look at her. She's standing over there. She's like, well, you don't see me, Dad? I see you, boo. I'll never ignore you. Look at my tomatoes. Look at my tomatoes, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. And I have one over there. See, she's over there. But if you look deep in here, I have cantaloupes. Then I have one over there. I know you can see her. There's another one over there. I didn't get to her in time, and she busted. I have to take her and give her to the chickens. Wait, somebody's speaking out. Who is she? She's talking to me. Who is that? That's an onion. Oh, look at you, girl. You're beautiful. You see her? I didn't get to her. She perished. But in order for her to come back, she has to die. Don't worry about it. The seeds are down there. Next year, she's going to rise up like the phoenix from the ashes. But look at this. If you look deep in here, you see something there? That's cantaloupes. I'm eating good, too. I'm eating good, y'all. I got eggs from the chickens. I got eggs. I just wake up and come in the backyard. I get everything that I want. I don't have to leave. I could stay here for 30 days. I don't have to go because she's going to make sure I'm all right. You see? She's going to make sure I'm okay. And he is too. King, what you doing? You see? He's talking to me. King, you good? You good, King? Huh? Okay. He got 6 girls with him. I make sure he's comfortable. 6 girls. Look at this. All over. Look. All over, yo. And then another one, the little one trying to come. And then this one just came out and started bugging out. She was like, I gotta show you what I got. Everywhere, everywhere you look, there's life in my place. Everywhere you look, the striper. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look. Over there's the squash. I got the pumpkin. That's the Chinese pumpkin. They grew up to be big like watermelons. When I went over there, I see another one over there. Over there somewhere. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. I don't know if you can see, yo. And I'm barefooted the whole time. Look, I'm barefooted the whole time. I'm grounded. My back used to hurt, boy. My back used to hurt so bad when I used to sit down on the couch and lay down. My back hurt so bad, and I started to ground. I started to walk barefooted every morning. And now I'm jumping and I'm jumping and I'm jumping and I'm jumping. That is good. He gives you everything you want. You came from the ground. Don't be afraid of the ground. You came from the earth. Don't be afraid of the earth. You was made from the earth. If you have a problem, the earth is gonna get you right. Why do you think them people go get them mud baths? The mud bath neutralizes you and bring you back to where you need to be. However, this is a rosemary bush that's so big. However, this is a rosemary bush that's so humongous. However, this is a rosemary bush that's so beautiful. However, this is a rosemary bush, ladies and gentlemen. It's beautiful. I sound like Dr. Umar. Ladies and gentlemen, FDMG, donations. Ladies and gentlemen, donations, please. Oh, wait. I said nothing about the sunflower. Sunflower, you bring the power. Sunflower, you bring the power. I'm always going to have you around because you protect us and you bring the power. Sunflower, you bring the power. Sit right next to the sunflower and go into the meditation pose. Sit right next to the sunflower and go back into your meditation pose, and then you'll realize everything that you wanted to know, you'll know it. But this one right here, she's beautiful and she's resilient. I love all of them. I've kissed them all. I have kissed all of my plants. She got kissed. Is it? Kiss. Is it? Kissed. See what I mean? It's beautiful, yo. It's beautiful when you know you can put a seed down and come back up with grub. You don't have to pull money out of your pocket. All you need is a little elbow grease. All you need is to go down on your knees and do some prayers and go right back down on your knees so you could go in and dig the earth and put it down. Before you put the seeds in the earth, wash them and put them in your mouth first. Wash the seeds, put them on the corner of your mouth, and then go out there and spit them out. Your DNA will be encoded in the seed. That seed will be your seed. It will be encoded. You won't know, but your DNA will travel anywhere. Anyone ever have that seed, your DNA will be encoded in, unless if they put it in their mouth and do the same thing. On the corner of your mouth. This is what the olden people used to do. I remember a story of an olden person who was teaching an agronome, someone who learned agronomy about agriculture, he was coming through with the industrial things that he learned in school. And then this person was telling them about how it was done from the olden days. And guess whose fruits and vegetables grew bigger? You guessed it. You guessed it. The person that never went to school. See, school is a construct. They're teaching you what they need you to know in order for you to be docile. Everyone is learning the same thing in school. It's very seldom people go and start reading books that has nothing to do with the curriculum. So everyone is learning the same thing. Very seldom do you find a mind that goes against everything that they done taught. And once you do that, you're going to break out of the matrix. And next thing you know, you're going to be growing your own food. That's what self-sustainability is. Self-sustainability don't mean you have a whole bunch of money. I'm richer than people with money right now. You think Bill Gates could take his billions of dollars in a famine and then he can't do nothing? He'd have to bring me the money to get one of these. This is self-sustainability. I can live forever right here. Right here. I can live forever. I've proven it. I've proven it. I have proven it. It's not about money. It's about onions. If you don't have, when you got money, what you need? Food, right? I got food. I got food, bruh. What are you talking about? I got food already. It's not about money. You have to buy, but I already have what you want, which is to be alive. If you're not alive, how you gonna live? How you gonna be able to live if you ain't alive? You gotta have life to live, right? This is what you need. Organic food. You need your own chicken. You need your own cucumbers. You need your own tomatoes. You need your own watermelons. That's what you need. If I got my own watermelon, if I already have my own watermelon, what are you telling me? If I already have my own watermelon, huh? I already have my own watermelons, y'all. That's it. My watermelons are distinctive in taste. Can you imagine if you just eat organic foods like this? Imagine if you just eat onions like this that you grow yourself. And then you just drink rosemary tea that you grow yourself. And then you eat sunflower seeds that you grow yourself. And then you eat watermelons that you grow yourself. And then you eat different types of watermelons like this that you grow yourself. Like that. You grow everything I just showed you, including this, I grew myself. The chickens laid the eggs, but the cucumber, the tomatoes, the watermelons, and all the other fruits and vegetables on this land, I grow them. I grow them so much. Sometimes I don't have time to pick them and they go rotten. I give them to the neighbors. Today, the neighbors are getting this. Look, the neighbors. Come on, y'all. Anyways, I'm out, yo. I don't care. My lives be 1, 2 people at a time. But I tell y'all this, if you take anything I've ever said, grow your own food. The way the world is going right now, you need to learn how to grow your food. Grow your own food. August 15th, that's when you start growing for the winter. Fall crops. August the 15th. Fall crops. August the 15th. Fall crops. Fall crops, August the 15th. Remember that. Don't you ever forget. August the 15th is when you plant your fall crops. Look at the onion down there. Look at the onion down in there. Look at the onion. Come on, man. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Look at my onion. My onion is right here. Look at that. Look at this. All of this is onion. That doesn't grow and everything. Look at this. More onion. More onion. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, love, man. Love. Put something in the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Put something in the ground, y'all. You will thank me later. You will thank me later. You will thank me later. I'm out. All they gotta do is grow their own food and they'll be all right. You who don't sow, don't grow. If you don't sow, you can't grow and you really can't harvest. You have to sow the seeds.